So this is Baruch Fleischman, and I got a couple of minutes here, and I wanted to jump into something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I learned the introductions of the Ben Ish Chai, Hilchus im Meftachos. Now, he's obviously, the Ben Ish Chai was a tremendous rabbi, and the next time that if I get a chance, we'll go into his biography a little bit, but he's tremendous power within the Sephardi community. And I love his work. So the only part that I work on is the introductions that he has to his halachos. This is not a halacha shir, it's really a Kabbalah shir, so therefore we want to be able to look at the beginnings of his introductions, which he has very clever introductions to his Sefer on halacha. Let's come over here, we're in Parshas Pinchas. And let me see if we can get it down a little bit more. And let's read. Some of this are very short. Some of these are a little bit longer. We'll go little by little and try to work on the parsha. It says, Olas HaTamed HaRasoya B'Har Sinai. So that's our subject. It's in our parsha. Hine Noida. So it's understand like this. Masha Kasa Rabbeinu Zal B'Shar Kavanos Al Pasuk Zeh. So he's referring to the Ari. So Olas HaTamed. So this phrase, Olas HaTamed, the fire offering that we do every day, twice a day. Who sowed Shem Abag Yatatz. Now, what is this name? Now, a lot of people say that you're not supposed to pronounce this, and Rabbi Memran. This is the Ana B'Koach Gedul D'Siminachot Tantzei Tzarua. So this is part of the Ana B'Koach, which is part of the system of the name of 42. 42 Mab, we call it Mab, is the power of elevation. So when we're in the prayers, what we're doing is we're elevating Olam. This is the view of the Ari, is that we're elevating the worlds. And this is what we're talking about in the shir that we do in the morning, the Shar Kavanos. Here, because he says that the concept, the Olas HaTamed, is the concept of the first part of the Ana B'Koach. Shuhu B'Gematria Tola. So it comes to the Gematria of the word Tola, which means a worm. V'hu Soda Chesed. So always this name, this first name in the Ana B'Koach, Abag Yatatz, he says Yatatz, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. Who so the Chesed Hamizgaver Mizgalim Umeir B'Kol Boker Bo. Now, if I didn't get the words out, Rabbi Memran had showed us more secrets about this name. This name is actually a bridge. Or what's right is the wrong word. It covers another word, other set of words that's behind it. The name of the Malach that's within it, in other words, the real energy that's within it, is inside of these words. In other words, the first letter of a name of a Malach is an Aleph, and like that. That's how it goes. So let's go over there. He said, V'shem Zeh B'Sharshu B'Gevura. So this name has a root in Gevura, he says. Shushem ben Mab. It's a name of Mab, the 42 letters. Now, lots of different ways that we come to 42 letters, and the movement at the bottom, which is a movement from, I think, from Asiya into Yetzirah, or maybe from this actually a name that appears in Yetzirah. The Ana B'Koach is in Yetzirah, so it's moving up. It's the power of moving up into a higher world. El Shuhu Bechinas HaChesed Shebegevuros. So the Gevuros, there are 5 Gevuros. And the names of the Gevuros are Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod. That's the name of the Gevuros. 5 of them. So one of them is the Chesed Shebegevuros. This is the name of Chesed. Why is the name Mab a Gevurah? Because it pushes, it changes from the bottom. It's moving everything up. So another way to do that, you have to push after some energy, the energy of Gevurah. So this is similar to, we understand that there's such a thing as a worm of Kedusha. Shuhu or HaChesed, which is the light of Chesed. V'hu Hashem HaNizkar Shemisparo Tola. So this is the name that we mentioned before. And you add it up, it comes to the number, let me see, the number 406, plus 34, 436, and plus 70 is 506. That's where I counted up. I think it's pretty close. So he said, "Yesh keneged tola acher beklipa." So kenegdo. So since there is this worm, which is associated with the movement of kedusha upwards, yesh kenegdo tola acher beklipa. So the klipa, there's also the klipa has a worm. A sitra achra, it's called the sitra achra, v'gam ku misorder v'kol boker l'kalas olam. It arouses, it wakes every morning. Its purpose is to destroy the world. Chas v'sholem, God forbid, v'Hashem yizbarach b'rachmav, megala b'chidas hatola shebegedusha. So in His mercy, Hashem, He reveals the worm of kedusha, shuhu or ha-chesed in this guy, which is what? It's the light of this chesed. The chesed of what? The chesed of a gevura. So b'chabesod v'yashkem Avraham b'voker, which is the secret of Avraham got up in the morning. We understand morning is the time of chesed, and and Avraham Abinu represents the right side, which is the side of chesed. So this actually has the ability to be able to humble, to bend down the tame, the tola hatame, the worm which is tame, the sitra achra, which refers to the other side of sitra achra, so this is the concept of the tamid. And the amibo olas hatamid, where you say olas hatamid, because the word olas, is also the word tola. The osios olos hifuch tola. So you switch the letters around, you get the same gematria, it's the same word. So therefore we bring this olas, which is the same thing as the tola, tamid b'kol yom, every single day. Kedei levatel tola the sitra achran. What does it do? It nullifies the sitra achran. That today we don't have an olas tamid. What we have instead is the parsha that deals with that, and the words are a substitute. V'chein Yisrael nikrul tolas Yaakov. So the Jewish people are called the worm of Yaakov. Why? What does that mean? It means the same thing. It's Ola. Al Shemo Shel Hashem Aniska Shebekadusha. It refers to the name Ana B'Koach that we had in Kedusha. Shehu Misper Tola comes to the gematria of Tola. So he says if you add up Ana B'Koach Gedulas Imidach, it's a rule, just the first letters of that. He says you're going to find out that it has the same gematria as Tola. So this has the ability to be able to fight off right there in the morning. When you come to say the Talmud, it has the ability to fight off and to subjugate. I guess get bend over and subjugate is the same idea. To subjugate the worm of the other side that wants to destroy you and the world. The fish heim makalim as a akom beso the gevura, because they use the gevura, because we're saying the name of 42 letters is a gevura, but it's the chesed part of the gevura. We see in other places in Kabbalah where chesed could be used to punish evil. So it has that ability. A kedimyan atola asarak, just like the similar that you have a worm, which is very soft. Hamarkiv machala, that softness though, nonetheless, it has the ability to rot and machal and destroy. As the aids the kasha v'chahazak, it could eat right through a whole tree, which is really, really hard. Ad kan debar yu'un sham. So this is the beginning of an idea. This is Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kolel. This is our first year in the Ben Ish Chai.